Hey there, it's iRun here, and welcome back to World of Tanks. Have a video here today of the best spot on Erlenberg. This is one of the newer maps to be remade, remodeled for the update 6.0, and I want to share this with you guys. This is probably more targeted for new players to help them out. And I'll talk through some of the things that I'm doing as I'm playing, and just to guys let you know, like right there when I was scrolling through the list, I'm scrolling through the list at the beginning of the map to determine what tanks are in the game, which ones, how many the enemy team may have autoloaders or fast tanks, ones that might beat us to different spots on the map, or based on the map itself, what tanks might you expect in a particular area, like that light tank right up ahead there. We would expect them to be out there spotting. And as we get into this, I do want to say that this whole things that I'm sharing to you today can be very situational. Now on this map here, you have the river in the mirror, and a lot of times, depending on what team what side the other team starts on, or your team, depends on which side will typically the tanks will go to. So sometimes you'll find that the red team starting on the east side will head up this way really quick and make it impossible for you or your team to get into this area. And then like in this particular case, not so much. So that's why I say it's very situational. You can see I'm pushing forward here. There's a tank up ahead, and we're just trying to see. I can see from that shot fire there are people there, so I'm pausing right here, see what shots I can get while staying away and not being lit up and becoming a target myself. And whoever gets this spot down at the river is typically the one that wins. Now I will say that on this side of the map, it favors those of us that are in the west. So that area up front there that you'll see very shortly, that I'm going to get into, like right now, because I'm lit. Now what I want to do is I want to get down below the line as quickly as possible to avoid being shot. It was a risky move, and I got lit back up because a light tank came back down and got into the area. So I'm trying to avoid this guy here cut in front of me. He is a heavy tank. No, he was a medium tank. I thought he was heavy tank. I thought it was one of the Hot Wheel tanks, but it was the Undertaker, well, it was the WWE tank. So this is a spot right here. This is the best spotting location on Erlenberg. Now with it, you still have to be careful. As you can see, I'm going to peek, but I'm not going to expose myself any more than necessary. Also, a lot of people will use the spot and they'll go a little bit further to the right, and I will go over there at one point, but right now I'm over to this side because not only can I spot them, but I have the terrain to help guard me a bit, plus I have the buildings to my left to protect me from some of their snipers that may be up on the hill. I would not come down here necessarily if I did not have the hit points to come down here. And as you can see, I'm trying to make sure they fire before I poke up and fire. I'm trying to protect myself as much as possible. The other part that makes this, like I said, makes this possible is because I have a team behind me that is actually supporting me. If you don't have a team behind you to support you, which you never know in a random battle, then it would make it impossible. They would just YOLO me and take me out. They do have the Batchat 25T up there, so I'm very much aware that he's up there, as well as that light tank. But right now, they could come down and take me out because I'm low health now. But early on, when I still had more health, all that they would have done is throwing their tank away, because in watching the map, I have at least 4 teammates behind me. So one tank decides to rush me. They got 4 other people shooting at them, as well as myself. Again, you can see there is a tank destroyer up there to my left, as well as that Pershing. I'm using the buildings to stay hidden away from them as best I can. I am exposing myself a little bit there because I want to light up that Andre. The other risk right here is the water behind me. If I fell into that water right there, I would more than likely drown my tank. So you want to be very careful. I'm also keeping my eye on that light tank, because that light tank is the one that can keep me lit up. And every time I get lit up, I'm trying to make sure that their team stays lit up, but I stay safe under this ridge line. Now, I know that you guys could say that this could be kind of boring. I do get less, you get less points for spotting than you do for doing actual damage. But I'm at over like 3,000 spotting damage right now, and well over 5,000 combined. I'm close to 6,000 combined now with that last shot. Well, no, I'm at what, 5,400, 5,500. But the main thing here is I realized moving down here that I could be at risk at throwing my tank away, especially if I didn't have support. And you never know when you get down here if you're going to get the support or not. I've been here before where I had several tanks behind me, came down here and did not get the support like I got with this team. So a lot of it has to do with the team that you get. But this right here, you have to keep below the ridge line. You're going to see shortly, I am going to move a little bit over to my right here. I am very conscientious of the water because I want to get these other ones lit up, but I also want to make sure that I'm staying safe. Like, I see the Bad Chat over there, the Andre, the Jagdpanzer E100, he's had enough of me, so he's pushing me. I just have to trust my team. And again, you want to stay as close to under this ridge as possible. Spot the enemy team. Alright, he's pushing in pretty close here, and this is where I'm saying I have a good team support right now. The Jagdpanzer is not an easy one to take. Of course, I'm keeping my team safe because they don't have to be lit up to shoot these tanks. So I'm now up to 3,500. And here you can see I'm into the water. And sometimes it can be tricky. Sometimes, at least for me, when I get into the water, I think I'm getting out of it and I'm not. You can see I'm struggling a little bit here, so I'm just going to go over here to there and get out. There's been times where I feel like I get sucked in there. Alright, you can see they took out the Jag E100. The Jag E100 got impatient. He got tired of me. He was frustrated that I was down here spotting them. And that ended up being to his detriment. Now, the one thing, I know the Batchat 25T is still up there, but he's low health now. If he decided to YOLO me, he more than likely would be taken out before he could get to me. Also, watching my mini-map there, I am vastly aware that the light tank is flanking us. And I'm hoping that my teammates are going to take him out, because if he takes me out, it takes out their vision. And I'm pretty sure that that's what he had in mind. So right now,
the enemy knows our location.
I'm still a 2-shot to him. So I'm trying to make sure that, like right there, Batchat came. And he got 2 shots into me, took me down. I'm now a 1-shot. I was able to get 1 shot in and my teammate took him out. And here again, I'm risking the flooding part. So again, it's a tricky place to play if you're not used to it as a new player. Now, I am now moving over to the right because it is now 7-on-4, and I believe it's safe to move this area. This is an area where a lot of people go, though, and they'll get eaten up by people up there on the ridge. So I know that Dragon's up there. So I'm not going to push any further. I want to lure the Andre out. If he pokes over that ridge to come get me, he's dead, just like he is right there. Let my teammate know that that was a great shot. So at this point, I want my team to move up, but I'm low health now. I do want to survive the match, so I am not going to press forward. I'm going to hop on the base here in a minute, and my goal is to draw them to me, because I don't know where the enemy tanks are outside that Dragon, and there's 3 of them left. Being a one-shot, I don't want to move up to try to go to the Dragon, and then get taken out by one of his teammates that is off in the distance hiding. Alright, so right there we can see that there is a medium tank over around B8. I'm pretty sure that's not the Dragon. I'm not sure who he is or what it is. The heavy tank in the middle lit him up. Do have that medium up there that's lighting up the Dragon now. And like I said, I want to survive, so I was fortunate enough there to take out the Dragon. I know that there is another tank that's over there. He's probably around like B6, B5. He's probably heading towards our flag. There's enough tanks ahead of me now that they can spot things before I can get there, so I don't have to necessarily worry about being taken out in one shot by a tank that I don't know that's there. Chances are we're not going to make it before the rest of our team is capped out. It's been a long match. They want to get it over with. I understand. I wouldn't mind getting the extra damage and kills, but we got the win, and you guys got to see one of the best spotting locations in the game. Again, on the north side of the map, you can do the same thing kind of from the east side. The advantage to the south side is it's the open field, so your team can snipe across easily. Where on the north side, there's more buildings in a way that prohibits your support a little bit. All right, everybody. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments, like, subscribe, and until next time, this is iRun, and we'll see ya.